And I heard it even from an Israeli TV. It's not even like the enemy. Not true. This is not true. Is the Jerusalem Post is made in Iran? Not true. This is not true, okay? So they are destroying your cities, destroying your building, destroying your houses, and you are worried about their feeling. You cannot win a war in such a way. You cannot be civil with the savage. That was for 4 hours. It doesn't matter. 4 hours is a lot, guys. 4 hours only. If they could, they will make it for 40 hours, 40 years if they could. So the point is, they are targeting your electric grid. What is the target? Your electric grid. Are they hoping for 4 hours? No. Like sometimes I feel like I'm talking to walls. If they are hitting your electric grid, that means they want you to be without electricity. As simple as that. So if they could not make it happen more than 4 hours according to you, that's because they did not succeed to make it longer. The damage was not enough to make it bigger. But they wish. So why you don't do the same, but make it for 40 years, not for 40 hours? Are you following with me, guys? Because if you take the electric grid from Tehran, the situation will change immediately. The people will rise against the government. Nobody can stay in such a heat for, like now we are already, this is the 2nd week at war. Imagine they are for 2 weeks in total darkness. And not only that, army, manufacturers, everything will freeze, because without electricity you can do nothing. And there's no generators can be enough to take the place of the grid. So you hit the electric grid, you hit all their fuel, so even generators will not work because there's no fuel, and the grid is gone, and then the whole country is in dark. And then you hit every electric tower and every a communication tower, the whole country go in dark. Communication, internet, a phone, even food, even water, because water need pumps, the pump need electricity, the electricity is gone. Neither in America, neither in Israel, there is really a good leadership for war. I appreciate the Israeli army. They are very powerful, very, very powerful and very professional. Remember, I'm not talking about the Israeli army, because Israeli army, they take command. They don't choose their target. If they say to them, hit this, they hit it. Don't hit it, don't hit it. So the Israeli army, they are doing an amazing job as a military, as Air Force, but the leadership is a bunch of potatoes. They wanna do a civil war, you know. Civil war doesn't work with the savage. Like Hezbollah was bombing them, bombing their houses, and then the Israeli, they call Hezbollah, Assalamu alaikum habibi, we are going to hit the square number, etc., the address of etc. Please tell all the civilians to leave. And then the terrorists leave with them. The terrorist and the civilian, they leave. How you can win a war like this? Like imagine the Abdul, they want to kill a Christian prince. Abdul, he called a Christian prince, Assalamu alaikum Christian prince, this is Al-Qaeda. We are going to some mujahideen to shoot at your house. Please be sure you are not there. Alright? Yes, we will be there. after 7 o'clock. Okay, please, again, between 7 and 10, be sure you are not there, because our soldiers will come to your house and shoot at you. All right? Because, brother, we don't want to kill you, okay? We want to be sure you are fine. Have you ever heard of a war like this? Like I was watching always, why the journalists, they are pointing the camera at a building. I mean, there's nothing happening there. And then boom, it turned to be the Israeli. They told everybody 2 hours ago. This is why everybody is looking at that building. Did you ask yourself why they are aiming the camera at a building? There's not even a smoke of a cigarette there. How do you know? Because the Israeli, they tell them. Even now, by the way, go check it in the news. They told them, this is square and this is square in Tehran. Please empty it. We are going to attack this area. I mean, are you stupid or what? You cannot win a war by being civil. It's a war. Do you know what war means? Especially you are fighting savages who they are willing to kill your civilians with no mercy. And I am not encouraging, by the way, to hurt civilians, but you cannot win the war by doing what you are doing. Either winning the war is more important or hurting the feeling of some is more important. Which one? Choose it. Right? Until now, Trump is nowhere to be found. Trump is playing golf, I guess. Where is it, Trump?
Somehow Oman, that was
once in the Middle East, whether it involves the U.S. or other parties. I think this was an attempt not only to close the issue of the enrichment program and bring the Iranians to the table if at all possible, but also to close that other cycle of violence going on.
Were you surprised that Donald Trump took this decision? Because he campaigned, of course.
I just saw a news from Iran saying that the Ukrainian intelligence, they try to destroy a manufacturer in Iran. The Ukrainian intelligence, they try to destroy a manufacturer of drones in Iran. And they are saying they were able to stop the attack. This is the Iranian regime news, which need no witnesses, because, you know, Allah is our witness. Yeah. Let us see here the blah blah.
Strait of Hormuz or attack, oil shipping spike, oil prices, engage in cyber warfare. This seems to be among those options, one of the more limited options. So if in fact the United States comes away from this saying like, okay, it's time to maybe cool temperatures here, it remains to be seen. The president was supposed to have a meeting today, 1 o'clock, with his National Security Council. It was shortly before then we started seeing all this activity out of the region that we were expecting an attack to focus on that air base in Qatar. That's when it happened. We heard the Secretary of Defense, the Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff, had gone down to the Situation Room without the President of the United States, where he was expected to join them later on in the day. So question remains is how the U.S. is going to play this from here, if we expect anything more from Iran, and whether the Trump administration feels like there is more to be done, perhaps reopen negotiations to try to get a longer-term agreement when it comes to Iran's nuclear program. President saying it's been pretty successful. We'll see if we get more information to that effect coming up.
all right. Rich, thank you very much. Rich Edson at the White House. And Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, reportedly stating on social media moments ago, quote, "We didn't aggress anyone, and we will not accept any aggression from anyone under any
Yeah, they don't aggress anyone. They want to kill the Jews. They attacked synagogue in Argentina, killed more than 200. They killed 250 American in Beirut. They killed people everywhere. They killed tens of thousands of Muslims, Sunni, in Syria. And we did not aggress against anyone. I mean, their crimes is endless. Not to forget to mention that they are the biggest drug dealers in the territory, if not the whole world. And we did not do any aggression against anyone. Yeah. But anyway, I'm very sure that Trump, he would do nothing about it. And he will let it go. You see, if a Trump is a strong leader, as he claimed, he will respond and show them their size. We know that Iran, I mean, Iran with Israel they are not even match. Iran is 75 times bigger than Israel. Yet the Israelis are wiping the floor with them. So why Trump is so worried about responding? At least respond, don't go at war. What about you send them like 300 airplanes and give them shish kebab, one hit, says, hey, okay, Iranian, you hit us, we hit you back. Each time you hit us, we hit you back. Once, only once. Let us play this game. Huh? What about you make a command right now and send your airplanes over Tehran and give them what they deserve? So they will learn that when you do fake attack, we do raid attack. You notice here how the Iranian, they don't really care for America. Even they knew America is powerful. The reason for that, they knew that the leadership in the West are weak. They will do anything to avoid war. And when your enemy, he sense, it's like, you know, you have a dog. A dog will go crazy on you because he smell your fear. If the dog is intimidated, he will sniff like a cat, you know, he will become, because intimidated now. If he feel that you are afraid, the dog will act like a lion. And this Chihuahua, the Iranian regime, he can sense the fear of the Western. They don't want to go to war. And this is why he's acting like a lion, even though he is not even a Chihuahua. So it's not the fault of Iran to act in such a way. It is the fault of those Chihuahua in the Western command. Those Chihuahua, they are sitting in the top of a massive lion. It is not the problem, the lion. The problem is the Chihuahua in the top. So America is a massive lion, can eat every lion around it. But we don't have a real command. They are just doing politician and politics and business. Come to the table. All what Trump is worried about now is how we can be busy with something else. We want to make money. I don't want to be busy with this. They understand him very well. The enemies, they understand Trump very well. He is a businessman. He will not go for war. He is against any war because war means business is no good for him, at least. But we are not for war too. But that does not mean we let those criminals get away with their action. You have to spank them hard. You have to show them what America can do. Now they act showing disrespect. You are the superpower, not them. Yet they are acting as they are the superpower and you are the opposite. He does not want death. Well, this is funny, by the way. I mean, you don't want death. I don't know how you can make victory over your enemy without death. What, you wanna kill chicken only? So why you have army? You have army and airplane and making those massive bombs to do what? You don't want to cause death. So what do you want to cause? Fever? What exactly that mean? Why we spend all this money in this massive army? If we could not stand against Iran, we will stand against who? China? If Trump is afraid to go in conflict with Iran, how he can save the ass of Taiwan from the Chinese tomorrow? Why they are sending their army to Philippines to defend the Philippines from China? The Israelis spit on the prophet Jesus. Why do you defend them? Lala Queen, thank you for saying that. That means your prophet, he's a liar, because according to your prophet, nobody can do that to Jesus. So what you are saying to us, Queen, that you're a prophet, he lied about the story of Jesus being in the cross. Thank you very much for confirming that the story in the Bible is true and Muhammad is a liar. That is a good point you made. Secondly, Jesus in the cross, he said, forgive them, Father, they do not know what they are doing. So if Jesus loved them and he forgave them, why you hate them? Number three, you Muslims, nobody spit at Jesus as you Muslims. You made fun of his Bible. You kill his followers. You burn his churches. You rape the Christian women. And the Jews spit at Jesus? You are the rapists. You are the criminals. You are the killers. What the heck is that in TV now? Let's move it away. The Jews, they spit at Jesus. Do you know? Let me tell you what. So why the Quran says the Jews are the favorite people of Allah? Huh? Why Allah favor them? Why Allah, he said to them, go and kill the Palestinians? Isn't it your stupid Quran in chapter 5 verse number 21 says Allah told the Jews, go and kill all the Palestinians? And this land Allah assigned to you? Why Allah defend the Jews? Is that your book?